Welcome back to the cryptoworld channel, everyone. My name is Josh, and let's dive straight into the Ethereum chart. This right here is the 12-hour time frame, and you can see that the 12-hour parabolic stop and reverse indicator is still sitting in the green, which is technically more of a bullish signal. But in order to further confirm this bullish signal, we need to see the price oscillators start trending back to the upside. And if you're looking in the 12-hour Ethereum MACD indicator, more specifically the histogram, currently it is slightly sitting in the red, but it is extremely flat, showing almost no momentum in the immediate short term to either direction, and the same goes for the RSI. We're pretty much just trending sideways here. So the Ethereum price prediction here on the 12-hour time frame is exactly what I said yesterday, which is just short-term sideways price action. But while we're here on the 12-hour Ethereum chart, I will remind you that Ethereum is forming this massive symmetrical triangle pattern, as it has been doing for the last 1.5 months approximately. And we've also seen the same pattern form in the Ethereum 12-hour RSI. And anytime the price of Ethereum converges in on itself, that usually means that we're coiling up for another massive move. The moment we break either this point of resistance coming in at around 2,900 or this point of support coming in at around 2.4k to 2.5k. And ideally, once the Ethereum price eventually breaks one of those levels just there, we also need to back that up with a similar move in the Ethereum RSI, either breaking resistance or support in confluence to what is happening in the price. So once again, if you're talking about the shorter term, as in day-to-day price action, we're most likely going to continue to see some more sideways price action. But if you're looking at the overall trend over the past 1.5 to 2 months, it has been a sideways trend, and that trend is potentially going to come to an end sometime later this month, most likely. But we also cannot forget about this falling wedge pattern on the daily Ethereum chart. And for any of the beginners out there, a falling wedge pattern is a bullish pattern, meaning that it is simply more likely to break to the upside, but it's still not impossible for it to break to the downside. In fact, around 3 times out of 10, it breaks to the downside, and about 7 times out of 10, it breaks to the upside. And this line of support is coming in at around 2.4k to 2.5k, and this line of resistance is coming in at around 2.8k to 2.9k. And the technical price target for a falling wedge pattern is towards the top of the wedge, coming in at around 3.2k to 3.3k. But it is important to mention that the technical price target only comes into play if we see a confirmed break above this point of resistance first. And on the Ethereum versus Bitcoin chart on the 3-day time frame, we are still running into this level of support, sitting at around 0.066 Bitcoin per Ethereum. And over here on the Bitcoin dominance chart on the daily time frame, this chart is actually important for all altcoin holders out there, because right now on the daily time frame, technically speaking, the Bitcoin dominance is trending to the upside, which means that on average, the altcoins are underperforming against Bitcoin, as we have been experiencing recently, especially with Ethereum. And then anytime we see the opposite of this, so when the Bitcoin dominance is trending to the downside, that is also known as an altcoin season, which basically means that on average, the altcoins are outperforming Bitcoin. Now, we do have a bit of a bearish divergence here, which could result in a trend reversal, but we are not seeing that play out just yet. And aside from that, if we continue heading to the upside any further, we have this point of resistance coming in at around 44 to 45%. And speaking of altcoins, in case you do not follow me over on my Twitter, I have been giving you some updates on some altcoins over there. For example, how the risk to reward ratio on Luna is not the greatest right now, because we're currently seeing a bearish divergence on the daily time frame, which could restrict its upside. But if you're looking in the Chainlink chart on the daily time frame, right now we're seeing a falling wedge pattern, which is a bullish pattern. We're also seeing a bullish divergence. And on top of that, if you've been looking at the price action over the past few months, it's been a lot of bearish price action. So the price of Chainlink is very far away from its all-time high levels, unlike Luna, for example, which technically means the risk to reward ratio on Chainlink right now is actually not that bad. But it is important to mention 2 things. First of all, this is not financial advice. And second of all, if the Bitcoin dominance is still trending to the upside, it's going to make it more difficult for altcoins to have some really good gains, because usually the biggest altcoin gains happen after a massive Bitcoin gain, and then when Bitcoin starts doing pretty much nothing, and then during those time periods, we see a major drop in the Bitcoin dominance, and that is when we see the biggest altcoin gains. So right now, we're currently not in that stage in the market, so just keep that in mind as well. But if you want some extra information on altcoins from time to time and to stay up to date in the crypto markets at all times, then definitely make sure you're following me over on my Twitter, and the link to my Twitter is in the description down below and also in the pinned comment. But anyway, if you found this video useful or simply enjoyed it, make sure to drop a like down below, and if you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe with notifications turned on for more updates just like this every single day. And all of this sideways price action over the past 2 months has been an amazing opportunity to make even more money in crypto for those of you that watched these 2 videos that are popping up right here. So if you haven't watched these videos already, I've got a trading tutorial video showing you how to long or short the crypto markets. And I've also got a passive income video showing you how to earn extra money on your crypto holdings. But anyway, that is everything that I have to say for today. I really hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you all in the next video.